Hello, this is Ken Osborne in Joshua Tree, which is around 109 degrees today. Just another lovely day. Excuse me. What I want to do in some of these recordings are I want to tell some secret stories about some of the people you may know and look up to, as you should. My first subject matter today is going to be about a man by the name of Tom Urzila. Excuse me, choking to death. Tom has been around for going on over 50 years, I believe, and been a very good close friend of mine. And I've had to put up with him for many, many years, and I'm still mad at him for some of the stuff he's talked me into doing over the years. He always knew I couldn't say no, so if he kept on me, it would become like Chinese torture. But anyway, on this particular day, I got even, actually. He told me he was going to go up to a place called Castle Crags up in Redding, Northern California, and I went to work. And I know up in that area some really nice rock climbing and such, so he takes off, I take off. About 4 or 5 hours later, I get a call from the Mount Shasta Police Department telling me that they have a man there that's had an accident and he would like to say something to him. So they put Tom on. And I go to the phone and say, Tom, and he goes, he's barely talking. He's going, Ken, what happened, Tom? What happened? What's the matter? He says, I slid down this mountain. It's called Cinder Cone. I knew exactly what that was. It was a very steep mountain, and he wasn't even supposed to go there, but of course, Tom never does what he's supposed to do. So he said, could you come get me? Which is about 90 miles away. So, of course, I took off work and started heading up there. I walked into the police department, and there was this man laying on the floor in the lower deck of the police department. It's carpeting, and he's laying on his back with his head towards me, and there's stairs that go upstairs, and his legs are up on the stairs. He's got on this big down jacket, and I see all this down. This jacket's just tore up, and all this down is scattered all over the floor. And the policeman came up and said, you know, we wanted to take him to the hospital, but he wouldn't go. So he wanted you to come, and so I went over and I got a hold of Tom and carried him basically out to the car. He looked like a mess. I knew he must have broken about every bone in his body. So I threw him in the car and drove him back to Redding, took him to the hospital, and had him x-rayed. Long story short, at the end he got back at me because I had gotten him hired at Shasta College to teach martial arts classes, and the x-rays showed no broken bones, but it looked like somebody had taken a baseball bat and just beat him up. He couldn't hardly move or walk for 2 weeks. So consequently, I had to take all his classes over. I had to teach them for him. And this is just one little story. I'm going to cut this short because I don't want to make these things too long. It's too hard to download them, but I will continue with this one and many more, and also more history about martial arts in this country. Thank you.